Hey everyone. One of you recently asked me how to develop mental toughness, and this is a subject that I absolutely love because if you ask me, way too many people nowadays lack this quality. So in this video, I'll be sharing with you some tips that will help you develop this in your own life. And the first thing I have for you is something you'll probably already know, which is just do difficult things and challenge yourself more often. That's basically, if you could sum it up in one sentence, how you can develop mental toughness. That's the easiest way of doing it, although it's not exactly easy. But obviously, that goes without question, right? If it were easy to do, then everyone would be mentally tough. But that is clearly not the case. So if you want to become mentally tough, you have to challenge yourself. What does this mean? It means leaving your comfort zone more often. This is a problem with modern people. Way too many people want to be comfortable all the time. They never want to leave their comfort zone. And if you never leave your comfort zone, well, guess what? You're going to be mentally weak, and your life probably just won't be as great as somebody who leaves their comfort zone more often and takes risks. Because the person who does that, well, they're going to develop a better personality just from their experience, and they're going to be able to take better advantage of opportunities that come along their way. So with both of those things, they're going to live a way better life than someone who's always afraid of the world, never tiptoeing outside of their comfort zone, and never challenging themselves. So that's the first thing you need to do. Just challenge yourself more often. Stop taking the easy way out of every situation and stop living a comfortable lifestyle. Do things every day that are a bit challenging for you. And you can literally do this every day. You can practice it. Just take small steps of doing things that you don't necessarily want to do, or things that make you a bit uncomfortable, things that are a bit challenging. For instance, a great example here is going to the gym. Although I wouldn't suggest doing that every day. You need to take rest days, but you should definitely go to the gym and exercise. Force yourself to become stronger physically, and just get in better shape. That is a great way of developing mental toughness because it's kind of required. To go to the gym consistently takes a lot of discipline, and with discipline you almost always develop mental toughness as well. But also the act of exercising, well, more so if you're lifting weights, literally requires tearing your muscles so it can be rebuilt stronger afterwards. So that's not exactly a comfortable process sometimes. I mean, when you're getting towards the end of a workout, your arms or your legs or your chest can feel like they're about to just give out on you, like they have nothing left in them. And it takes mental toughness to even get to that point, and then mental toughness to continue your workout after reaching that point. So going to the gym is one of the best things to do. But that is an example that it requires a bit more setup. I mean, one, you need to have the disposable income to afford it, but if not, try to just do things you can do at home. But something anyone can do at home, provided they have access to clean water, is just take a cold shower. That's a great way of challenging yourself every day, because nobody really wants to take a cold shower because it's uncomfortable, right? But the more that you do that every single day, you're developing discipline. In fact, it's almost an exercise of Stoicism, because the Stoics used to say you should try to make yourself as uncomfortable as possible every single day. There were Stoics who would literally go outside when it started raining because they wanted to force themselves to be uncomfortable and be able to handle that without, I guess, becoming mad at life or feeling like crap because you're out in the rain. They just wanted to basically be able to handle anything life could throw at them. So they would purposely be uncomfortable. So a cold shower is something almost anyone can do. I mean, just take a shower and dial down the cold handle on the water and have fun, enjoy it. But that's a great way of developing discipline. Now, another thing here that's especially important in today's world is just do this with your thoughts as well. Expose yourself to differing opinions, to different point of views. Don't constantly live in echo chambers. I mean, mental toughness is also about being able to handle people thinking differently than you, because so many people nowadays can't handle that. They get all triggered when that happens. And that's one of the reasons why I don't really like using the word triggered, because it's been hijacked by these people who get upset over anyone disagreeing with them. Whereas I like to use it to talk about when someone basically triggers an emotional response in you, which doesn't always mean that they're upsetting you or pissing you off or offending you. Like, it can mean anything, really. They could even trigger your sadness. But anyway, that was a bit of an aside. So a helpful thing for developing mental toughness is just to purposely seek out opposing viewpoints and be able to handle them. Try to wrap your head around the way other people think and why they think differently than you. You don't want to be one of those people who gets offended when you encounter someone who thinks differently than you. Like, here in the United States, it's things have gotten pretty bad in that regard. Like, people will judge the crap out of you depending on who you voted for, whether it was Biden or Trump. And if you voted for the person that they don't like, they get all upset and bent out of shape over it, and they start labeling you and making all these assumptions about you. So make sure you're not one of those people. It's important. People will always think differently than you. That's a part of life. So be able to handle that fact. Be able to handle people who don't think the way you do. It doesn't mean that they're all bad or that they're all stupid or whatever. It doesn't mean any of that crap. That's just rationalizations we use to try to believe we're better than other people, especially because we like to think that our group is the one that's right. But that way of thinking just hurts so many of us. So do your best to ensure that you don't fall into that trap mentality, because it's going to be the downfall of a bunch of Western civilizations. But hopefully we won't live to see it happen. But it's kind of already on that trajectory. But anyway, that was another aside. So really what all mental toughness comes down to is just exposing yourself to things that make you uncomfortable, challenging yourself, and leaving your comfort zone. Just as much as possible, do difficult things more often. And like I said earlier, these can be small things. They don't need to be gargantuan tasks that intimidate the hell out of you, like your first day at the gym wanting to bench press 200 pounds or something. It's like, that's probably not going to be reasonable for your first day in. Or if you want to start jogging, thinking immediately you're going to jog 10 miles in one day, like, it doesn't need to be like that. Just do something small. If you never exercise, then hey, take a walk around the block. That's a start. And then the next day, take a further walk, and then make it further and further every day. And eventually you'll be walking God knows how many miles a day, and you'll realize, holy crap, I've built up to this point. Or if it's with cold showers, just take them every day and see if you could get the water cooler and cooler over time. Because it's interesting. Maybe you'll end up like Wim Hof and be able to take ice baths eventually. But that's all it comes down to. Just get outside of your comfort zone on a daily basis, doing small things or large things, whatever floats your boat. Just don't intimidate yourself. Don't make it easier for you to develop excuses as to not improving yourself. So start small. That's generally the best thing to do. But anyway, that's pretty much all there is to it. If I keep talking from here, I'll likely repeat myself. So I'm going to end the video here. I truly hope that you found this video useful, and please let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed the video, please like it and share it, and follow me if you aren't already. And I will see you guys in the next video. Arrivederci!